Yeah, in the demo, we are going to discuss this. What is PeopleSoft and why, the clients or the businessman or the industry is using PeopleSoft, and the history and evolution of PeopleSoft in brief, and the market for the PeopleSoft jobs, and the basic requirements to learn a PeopleSoft administration course, the PeopleSoft DBA. We have just tried to explain what is PeopleSoft in general terms. Actually, PeopleSoft is an ERP package. What is an ERP? ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. The name itself, you can understand something. That is, enterprise is planning some resources. What is resources? The enterprise is planning to maintain its resources. To organize its resources. Generally, we will have so many of day-to-day activities going on in an organization, like accounting, procurement, project management, manufacturing, and a lot of other things will be there. We'll have separate departments like HR, finance, a supply chain. We'll have so many departments. For maintaining such large industries and such huge scale of staff or the machines or the work that need to be done, there need to be some system which can manage them easily. Okay. In PeopleSoft, we have some specific applications which we use to manage. Not all the things can be managed by PeopleSoft. We have some specific modules and some specific departments which can be easily managed by using PeopleSoft. Okay. All these kinds of softwares we call it as ERP actually. PeopleSoft is such. Is also one kind of ERP. Okay, I have tried to explain some definition. Like it refers to the systems and software packages used by the organization to manage day-to-day activities such as accounting, procurement, project management, and manufacturing. That is an ERP actually. This is a definition given to the PeopleSoft. It was an old definition which was quoted by routers. Okay, routers we can find many of the surveys and the definitions about the softwares and software companies. Okay, it has described PeopleSoft Incorporation designs, develops, markets, and supports enterprise application software products for use throughout the large, medium-scale organizations. Here we need to observe that PeopleSoft is mostly used only in the large and medium-scale organizations. They haven't mentioned any small-scale organizations. Okay? The company provides enterprise application softwares for customer support management. These are some of the modules or some of the departments you are going to manage using this software. One is customer relationship management, and the other is human capital management, financial management, supply chain management, all with a wide range of industry-specific features and functions. Okay, there is some random definition which was given by others. Okay. This is the history of the PeopleSoft. The first PeopleSoft, the design or the development was made by two people. Those people names are David Prophet and Ken Morrison in the year 1985. Okay, it is in Walnut Creek, California, USA. There is the base of the PeopleSoft software. Where has it been started actually? Okay, in the year 2003, PeopleSoft acquired JD Edwards. PeopleSoft has completely acquired one more company, that is JD Edwards, and after that they have changed the names of PeopleSoft like PeopleSoft Enterprise and PeopleSoft Enterprise One, PeopleSoft World. In the December 2014, what has happened is PeopleSoft is owned by one more company, that is Oracle Corporate. Oracle Corporation has completely acquired PeopleSoft Corporation. Since then, the Oracle Corporation has continued developing the PeopleSoft Enterprise applications and PeopleTools technologies along with the Oracle other applications. Actually, these ERP softwares you can also find in Oracle before when the PeopleSoft was acquired by Oracle. Along with those applications, like PeopleSoft Fusion applications are there with the Oracle, PeopleSoft is also Oracle is also maintaining PeopleSoft because PeopleSoft is widely used and it is a good software. Okay, it is reliable and it's a good software. That's why they are still continuing the PeopleSoft software. In the year 2008, Oracle has acquired BAE Systems. BAE Systems is also one corporate in which PeopleSoft it provides generally applications, the connectivity and the third-party softwares like middleware softwares and all those things are provided by some more organizations. BAE is also one of the organizations which has touchstone middleware and WebLogic applications. Okay. We'll find why these applications are important in PeopleSoft because during installation we will see these things also, and in administration we need to use these applications. Like we'll also do upgrades on them. We'll apply patches for these applications also. Okay. I have given some top 10 vendors in the market, like the ERP top 10 vendors like SAP, SAP, Sega, Infra, Microsoft, Workday, Kronos. All these are ERPs. Okay, I've written Oracle in the second place. You can understand that PeopleSoft is also part of Oracle. You can understand PeopleSoft is in second place. Okay, next. ERP software market. This is a world figure, that is 2014's figure. Okay, at that time the ERP market has around 27.4 billion. Okay, in that 23% share goes to SAP. You can understand that Oracle. I mean, SAP has most part of the share, and after that goes to Oracle only. Okay, as PeopleSoft is acquired by Oracle, we can find it is in a good position. Okay, according to the analysis of ERP software, what they have, had a future vision, like they told that the business will increase to 41.2 billion by the year 2020. Okay, and the next thing is cloud-based ERP is now growing faster. Everyone have, you might have heard about cloud. Everyone is saying the cloud will grow fast, the cloud will grow fast, and all those things. Even Oracle is trying to change to cloud. They are trying to migrate to cloud, and recently, where the organization where I am working, Oracle folks has come to our organization and they have conducted one seminar regarding this cloud. Oracle cloud database and all those things. It was a good move, and even PeopleSoft they are also going to use some cloud things. We have PeopleSoft cloud architecture coming on. It's a good sign for PeopleSoft for staying for long time in the industry. Okay, this is a roadmap which was given earlier. Now this roadmap is also going to change, that they have discussed about the PeopleSoft in the meetings actually. Okay, by this we can understand till 2019 they have promised some people tools, but still, in 2018 they have released only 5.86 till now actually. 5.86 is released and is still going on. 5.87 is not yet come. And let me tell you one thing: for the organizations to apply these kind of upgrades and updates, the new features added, loaded softwares, uh, they need some time, because in the production, every time the new version or the new upgrade comes and the new patches comes, they are not going to apply. They will say it takes some time. What happens in the software is actually, before applying on a production, they will try to test it on lower environments like UAT, demo, okay, support, and all those things. We'll have 3 to 4 layers in between. Going to production. By applying in all these environments and going to the production, it will easily take in each corporate. They will easily take some 3 to 4 years. If Oracle says they will release some version in 2018, the companies are going to apply it by 2020 or 2022. Okay, that means you can understand that for around 2027, you can think the software. The PeopleSoft is not going to go anywhere. Okay, because it's a good reliable software. They are still using it, and I have given some analysis like PeopleSoft is nothing but an application. Okay, application package actually. You can find that the most applications that are used in the market, in the top first position we have PeopleSoft HCM, that is Student Capital Management, and in the third position you can also find again PeopleSoft Financials. Okay, that's a good sign. And other things, next is about the database, the backend database. PeopleSoft, we do have, every software has a backend database, and that Oracle is in first position, and Oracle Corporation owns PeopleSoft. That is a good sign for us. And these are development tools. Development tools means after a company is using a software, it doesn't use a base quality software. Um, just like a vehicle. If you purchase some vehicle, if you want some modifications and if you want some extra features on that, you will keep some more cash or some more money. You will spend some more money and you will add those things. Same like in a software, all the package and all the features given by the software won't be useful for all the companies, because every company will differ in its manufacturing and differ in its way of organizing the things. Okay, for those things, for making changes and making modifications or adding new features, we will use these people tools. Okay. There are some development applications. In that, people tools is in first position. Around 18% of the market is shared by only people tools. Only people tools. Okay. That's a good sign for people tools actually. And one more thing, I have just given some random. estimate of salary trends. I've taken it from somewhere Quora site, I think so. This is an old one actually. Now it has been changed actually. Okay, just have a look at it so that you can understand the type of packages you can get if you go into the market with the PeopleSoft job. Okay, female and the male. The female employees who are working in PeopleSoft, they're around 22%, and 78% are only males. Okay, job satisfaction, you can see it's around 4 rating in 5. I can tell you that PeopleSoft admin is a lot more easier when compared to developers and all and other folks. If you're working in a support project, you will have a lot of work, but you are working in implementation project, you can even get some leisure time because we'll have more time to explore the things, and every time we'll have new things to do, and it will be very challenging and very time taking, but we'll have some leisure time so that we can easily manage the things. Okay. So the job satisfaction is also good for PeopleSoft actually. Okay. Because the main point is Oracle is giving full support for the PeopleSoft software. Any bug or issue we are not able to resolve, we are not able to get from the previous inputs from the Oracle. We'll have a site called support.oracle.com where we can't get these bugs resolved or these issues resolved. We can directly raise a ticket to the Oracle and we can ask for the solutions for them. Okay, that's a good sign. So, I mean, the job satisfaction is also very good depending on that. And according to the years of experience in the package, I've tried to give some things there. The package, you can see salary package, it starts from around 2.7 to 12 lakhs or 2.5 to 12 lakhs. You can find it there. Okay. According to the years of experience and the people present in the market, you can just see less than one, there are only 1% of people. That's why I used to tell before taking the course, if any fresher is going to take a course, please see that if you have at least 4 years of gap after your education, so that we can try. I mean, so that you can try a job in the market with by keeping some experience. Okay, that's why I used to tell that. Okay, another thing, from 1 to 4 years, you can see around 29% of the people are there. Around 5 to 9 years of experience, you have 43% of the people, and 10 to 19 years, you have 26% of people. Latest salary trend means I have my friends working with me. I have just 5 to 6 years of experience in PeopleSoft. One of my friend is there. He's having some 11 to 12 years of experience. He's drawing some 15 lakhs package. That's a good package. You can get the package too. These are all the job designations you will find in the PeopleSoft actually. We will have consultants, we have administrators, we will have Java developers. We need Java developers too. I will tell you why. Because while installing the software, so I'll tell you why this Java developers are necessary. Okay. And PeopleSoft consultants will be there, functional consultants will be there, system support will be there, analysts will be there, HR specialists will be there, the developers, senior developers, Java developers, and support specialists. PeopleSoft technical consultants will be there, technical consultants will be there. PeopleSoft technical consultant are different because technical consultant, they will handle all ERP softwares. Okay, developers, architects, and Oracle consultants. Okay, these all designations you can find in a PeopleSoft ERP. And the next thing, this is what we need to, keep in our mind before learning the PeopleSoft. Okay, I would like to tell you that we are going to work on servers as an admin. Okay, most of the time we will work on Unix only because the servers 90% we'll find on Unix platform. Unix means Linux or Unix or Solaris. Anything, there's various flavors of Unix. Anything will be there because Unix is more reliable when compared to the usage of server because production, we'll have production environments in servers. The clients don't need any discontinuity or any bugs or any crashes in the system. They'll go for Unix only because Unix is one of the most trusted operating systems available in the market when compared to the production environments. Okay, and we'll find 10% in Windows. This is also mandatory because for using these PeopleTools, we need this Windows platforms only. And some of the, some analytical reports which we need to run in the client and the software application, those things will work only in Windows. That's why we need to use 10% of Windows also. Okay. We need to learn basics about Unix system and their commands also to operate, because we need to learn the commands and only we can use the operating system. Right? Don't worry, we'll tell those basic commands also. We'll cover most of them. And most of the clients use Oracle database for PeopleSoft. I have already told you that. In the database market, Oracle database is in the top place, and most of the clients will use only Oracle database because they give good support and it is reliable database software. That's why they'll use. Okay. We need to learn this thing also because there are some basic things we need to understand in the database, which are very useful for PeopleSoft administrator to debug some issues. Okay, that's why we'll learn Oracle database also. Oracle database will understand only SQL language. That's why we'll learn some SQL commands too. Okay. As most of the time, if you're fresher, most of the time we need to work with the tools in Windows. For our company laptops, we used to work only from the tools for accessing these servers and copying files or accessing the database. We need to use these tools like Putty, WinSCP, Tool for Oracle, SQL Developer, and all those things. Don't worry, we'll just show you how to install these things and how to configure these things and how to make use of these things. Okay. Another basic knowledge is mandatory. This is for freshers. You need to concentrate on your communication skills and you need to concentrate on mail drafting and you need to have some skills in using Excel, Word, and PowerPoint presentations. This would also be very helpful while doing the job. Okay. If you want separate classes for these things, you can just let us know. We'll take it on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. In the next thing. That's what I was wanted to tell you, and we'll see the course curriculum now. Yeah. This is what we are going to discuss in the course curriculum. We just skip the introduction. I have already cleared it. And somewhat from the introduction, if you want some elaborated things, you can just ask me and I'll just tell you. Having PeopleSoft architecture. We'll tell you what is a four-tier architecture, how a PeopleSoft architecture looks like, what is general architecture, and what are the components in the architecture, and various things we'll discuss. It will approximately take 3 to 4 days, I think, because there are a lot of points to discuss in the architecture. Because as an admin, we need to understand these things. Then only we will have a background, some picture, so that we can analyze or resolve the issues easily. And we'll discuss installations. In that Linux installation, Linux and Unix installation is important. In Windows also we'll discuss to have a clear picture. If we first install on Windows, then we'll have some basic understanding. We'll understand clearly. Then we'll do it on Linux. In real time, we'll find on Linux all these things. As a fresher, you can't understand all these things right now. I'll discuss one by one. If you are already experienced, you can just understand these things. Get more Java logic test, so you can understand these things. Administration. Administration means we'll tell you how to create the domains, and we'll tell you how these things are arranged in the server and how one server and other server is interlinked, how we will see for issues resolving, how we will follow the procedure to check about the issues, and how to stop and start a server, and how to have multiple domains on servers, and all those things we'll discuss. We'll discuss about the configuration files and all those things. Okay, we'll have these type of servers, like we'll have web server is there, application server is there, cross server, batch server is there. Okay, all these administrations we'll discuss, and we'll discuss brief about PeopleSoft security. This is also one of the important topic. And we'll see the workstation setup. This we'll get in the real time, because we need to set up the workstations for the client employees to work with, or for the developers and other consultants. We'll set up the workstations. That also we'll discuss. And PeopleTools tables. PeopleTools tables is also one of the important topic, because related to the database, we'll have some tables. We need to make use of them for debugging the issues or knowing the things in PeopleSoft. And other is audit reports and refreshes. This is also we need to do on time-to-time basis, depending on the client requirement. And migrations, this we will do every day in the real time. And integration broker, this is also an important topic because for communication between the various modules and various third-party systems, integration broker is a only tool we'll use in PeopleSoft. And load balancing, this is also an important topic. If we have heavy usage of PeopleSoft from the client side, and we will have tons and tons of loads coming to the PeopleSoft, then we need to have load balancing also that we will discuss. And changes. Yeah. From the topic from here, I will discuss only in brief because these topics are related to upgrades and updates, patching, and all those things. I'll just show you, I'll just discuss a brief about changes and all those things. I'll just show you everything in a demo environment. I'll just show you how a new bug comes and how we can apply it to an existing environment. And I will just show you how to upgrade tools from one version to another version in a demo environment. And I will also help you out in working with a application upgrade that we'll show you once, that is in the demo environment once in a while. That will be a brief discussion because to take all these classes of upgrades and updates will take a lot of time. We need to concentrate another 1.5 month or 2 months. It is a lot of time taking process and not going to take the full classes on this. We'll discuss upgrades for just 2 to 3 days. We'll just cover it up on the demo environment. That is also sufficient in the real time. But if you want to get in-depth knowledge, it will take a lot of months easily. Next thing is SES and Elasticsearch. Now we are not using SES anymore. Before that, there is Verity also. We are not using those two things. Oracle is not going to support if we are using SES. If any bugs comes on the system crashes, we can't expect any support from the Oracle. That's why we need to concentrate on Elasticsearch only. Client is having old tools version, then we know we don't have any option. But I will tell you which from which tool version SES supports and Elasticsearch supports. Elasticsearch configuration, SES configuration we'll discuss in detail. And COBOL compilation, from here COBOL compilation and envisions all these of kinds of reports that are used in PeopleSoft. In performance tuning, we will see. This is also an important topic. By today activity, we will concentrate on this only to understand what's going on and to have a smooth running of PeopleSoft servers. We need to concentrate on these things. We'll check. We'll also discuss some cron jobs to get the CPU alerts or memory alerts. We'll also discuss some brief about those things. This is also an important topic in this. Very detail of this topic. Issues resolving that I will tell you in brief, like how to use a support Oracle account and how to search for errors in these by using the keywords. We'll discuss at least 20-30 minutes on this topic. That will also be very helpful to you. And not but not the least, I have already told you, we'll discuss about the third-party applications. Okay, that's a brief about the demo. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, we are planning to take the classes for this batch from Monday to Friday, and that too only 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. And if you have any doubts after listening the class for 1 hour, we'll try to schedule a Skype call. Okay, from I'll just start. If the class completes in the last 5 minutes, I will just start the Skype call. Okay, or else if you want to call me one by one, if you want to discuss, you can also discuss. It's not a problem. But in the middle of the class, please don't raise the doubts because I'm not going to connect any mics or all those things. I'm just going to give you YouTube live. You can just view the video and listen me and make a note of all the doubts you are having, and you can just call me after the class. Because after the class for 1 or 2 hours, I will be call me and ask me anytime. And I will just every day I will ping my office timings to you in the group. And after that I will be free. You can just call me anytime. It won't be a problem for me. Okay. But today I have completed the previous batch. There is no other batch for me. Good for me also to concentrate on your batch. That's the thing. And the course will take around 2.5 months, I think. We'll try to, if you're in a hurry, if you want to take one or two topics earlier in Saturdays and Sundays, just call me and let you know. I'll just complete the topic before for you. If you want to make it early, I'll inform you. If you want to make it fast, to take Saturdays, Sundays also, I'll just concentrate, but I can't assure you which day I'm going to take because it depends on my leisure time also, but you can understand. Thanks for listening to me. Have a nice day. We'll meet in the classes then. Bye.